All right, everybody, we're back for another math lesson. Today, we're going over prime factorization. Oh, prime factorization. Maybe you've never heard of it before. That's totally okay, because we're going to learn it. Before you can do prime factorization, though, you have to know the difference between a prime number and a composite number. Okay, so a prime number is a number that only has one in itself that can go into it. Okay, no other numbers are going to be multiplied to get that number. Okay, so for example, 2. The only numbers that I can multiply to get 2 are 1 and 2. Nothing else will give me 2. Another example is 3, right? Because it's only 1 times 3. There's all kinds of ones, okay? And the list just goes on, and they go all the way up. There's a whole bunch of them, okay? Prime number, only one in itself can go into it. Composite is all the other numbers. So any number that has more than just one in itself that can go into it. For example, we could do 6, right? Because 6 has 1 times 6, but it also has 2 times 3. Okay, so it has more options. There are lots of numbers that have plenty of factor pairs. Okay, 8, 24, 100. Okay, all the numbers that go on and on. All right, that's the difference between prime and composite. Okay, next thing we're going to do is factor pairs, okay? So you're going to take a number, any number that you want, honestly. We're going to do 30, okay? And we want to find the factor pairs of 30. Pair means 2, right? So we're looking for 2 numbers that are factors of 30. 2 numbers that I can multiply together that will equal 30. The one that is so easy that you can always start with is 1, right? Because every single number has 1 and itself, 1 and 30. I like to do mine in 2 columns to kind of help me keep track, okay? So then the very next thing to do is to ask yourself, does 2 go into 30? Yeah, 2 does. 2 goes into 30 15 times. Then we'll go right down the line. What about 3? 3 goes in 10 times. What about 4? Does 4 go into 30? No. So we skip it. We go to 5. Does 5 go into 30? Yes, 6 times. Okay, so now we're at 5. What comes next? We could try 6, but we already did 6 over here. We're done. That's it. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 factor pairs for 30. Now that you know how to find a factor pair, I'm going to show you how to do prime factorization. All right. We're going to do 48. And the first thing you have to ask yourself are, what 2 numbers can I multiply together to get 48? If you don't know, you go off to the side, right, and you do 48, and then you do 1 and 48, 2 and 24. Try 3, and you just go on and on and on. Then you can pick any one you want, okay? So, 48. Okay, so I know that 6 times 8 is 48, right? So that's the pair I'm going to use. I'm going to draw these little branches to help me. And now I have 6 and 8. Okay. You have to ask yourself, is 6 a prime number? No, because it has numbers that will go into it, right? 2 times 3. So we're going to branch off of that 6, and 2 times 3 is 6. Okay, now we have to ask ourselves, is 2 a prime number? Yes. There's no other number that will go into it. So we circle it. Is 3 a prime number? Yes. We circle it. Is 8 a prime number? No, right? I'm going to do another branch off of 8. 2 times 4. Is 2 a prime factor? Or is 2 a prime number? Yeah, we already know that, so we circle it. Is 4 a prime number? No. 2 times 2. That equals 4. We already know 2 is a prime number. So we circle those. And then that's it. We have no more numbers. Every single number should either have a branch coming off of it or it should be circled. So all your numbers are taken care of. Okay, and then the next step is to come over here and we want to write down the numbers that we circled in order from biggest to smallest. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 2s and 1 3. Now these are prime factorization, so these are all factors that if I multiply together, we'll get 48. So we're going to put a little multiply in between each one of those. That's multiplication. I multiply all those, I'm going to get 48. But we have to always do simplest form in math, right? Is there a way that I could make this problem smaller? Yeah, right? 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 is the same thing as 2 to the power of 4, right? And 3, there's only 1 3, so we just tack that on the end. And this is the prime factorization. 2 to the power of 4 times 3 is the prime factorization of 48. And you can do that with any number, okay? So whatever problem you're working on, you just fast forward to this part of the video and you follow step by step and you'll be good.